Today the intro is very simple. We're going to go through my recent tag submission where I submitted some vintage cards and some more modern cards. I'm Travis from Taclaco TCG, and let's get into it. Okay, here we go. So I put my tag submission into two different piles, or my return rather. On the left here, I have 32 in total. My apologies. Along the left, we have 10 of my vintage cards from my childhood, ones that I found in at my mom's house. And on the right, we have 12 more modern cards, some that I pulled with my kids, others as part of a collection that I purchased for resale. So what we'll do is we'll go one by one and we'll look at the grade I gave it. So this is kind of a test to see how well I pre-grade. On each of the slabs, I put a post-it note with what grade I think Tag was going to grade it. And then we'll talk about it a little bit. Sound good? All right. So first, this Pikachu. This is gold Pikachu from, Surging Sparks? My little 3-year-old pulled it. I thought it was going to be a 9. I want to say it was because it was off-centered. And hey, I was right. We have a 9. Still a good, very good, decent value at a 9. Next, the Mimikyu Pokemon Center exclusive. As you can see with the badge, I thought it was a 10. It's in really good shape, very well centered, very clean on the back. Again, we got a 10. Not again, but we got a 10. So I'm very, very happy about that. Next, getting into some of the tag teams that I purchased. Ice Beyond Deoxys, as you can see, it's a little top heavy there, so I thought it would be a 9. And we got a 9. Next, Slowpoke Psyduck GX. Now, I thought it would be a 10 or a 9. I thought it had a chance at it, but more likely, it could I wouldn't be surprised if it came back a 9. And it got a 9. I forgot to say, I did look at all these already. I opened all of them with my kids. It's something I do with my kids. I like to open the grading returns once I get them. So next time, hopefully, I'll try and save some to do a live reaction for the submission video. Next, Pikachu Zekrom. I thought this was a super clean card, well centered. Well, now that I'm looking at it again, it's not the best centered. So yeah, 9. I'll have to look at the dig report to see exactly why it's a 9, but I thought it was a 10. So, and I thought it was like a sure thing for a 10 too. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Next we have the other Pikachu Zekrom. This one had a chance of, I said I wouldn't be surprised if it came back a 9, and we're at 8.5. Now I don't know what went wrong. I'm speechless. I don't know. I thought it had a chance at a 10. Next, Mewtwo Mew GX. Again, another tag team. I thought it was going to be a 9. And we got a 9. I remember when I opened this with the boys, I was like, yes! Because I've been so degraded, as you can see. Vintage was a lot harder. Okay, next, Umbreon Darkrai. 9. I thought this was an easy 9. I don't think there was any whiting on the back. Maybe a little bit up there. And, oh, now that I see that, 7.5. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. So we'll look at the dig report, not in this video, but I'll do a live stream later in the week, or maybe even before this video releases, to go through a review of the dig reports of some of the surprises, right? Because I thought it was a 9. I thought it was clear as day as a 9. But I obviously missed something worth a grade and a half. Next, the other Umbreon Darkrai. I thought there would both be 9s, and it was, again, came back 8.5. Of the cards I wanted to be 9s in this entire stack, like these are the ones, because they are the most valuable. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll look at the dig report. Next, this one, Japanese Magneton from, Super Electric Breaker. My oldest, Clark, pulled this one. He was super stoked when he pulled it. So, clean card, Japanese, pretty, expecting a 10. And, yep, hey, getting a 10. So, if you want a 10, grade some Japanese. I think that's the moral of this story, which you'll see hopefully right here. Right, 10. We thought this Charizard from, from 151. I thought it would be a 10. And it's a 10. Wonderful. This one we pulled in a card shop with my mom, actually. With my mom and my kids, we were took my mom to the card shop, and she wanted to open packs while I was looking at some cards. Maybe we're on YouTube. Go follow him. Great guy. I won a giveaway from him, and he sent this card. I thought it was going to be a 10. Now that I'm looking at it, it might be a tad off-center, top, bottom. Still such a gorgeous card. Such a pretty card with all that texture there. All right. Let's move to our vintage, which I should preface is rough. When they say grading vintage is hard, you'll see why. Take the grade you think it's going to get and lower your expectations by a full grade. Okay, Charizard, 7.8. So this is from my childhood. This is my Charizard. I don't think I'm going to sell it just because it has so much sentimental value to me. I didn't really get into it pre-grade too much because I knew I was going to send it in regardless. Right? If you get a base set Charizard in this, oh, you can see the grade, but this, you know, a decent condition, you got to get it. So, but I thought, you know, I was hoping for an 8. You know, on the long shot it'd be a 9, but I knew it wasn't a 9. Hoping for an 8, be happy with a 7. Got 7.5. So at the end of the day, I'm very, very happy with that one. Next, Aerodactyl, which is from my brother-in-law's childhood collection, actually, which he gave to my kids to help start their collection. So I thought it was going to be an 8 because there's some hollow scratching. And actually, this is the only one that surprised me with an upgrade. I guess the back was in better condition than I thought. So 8.5 on that guy. Next, Pinsir, base set Jungle, my bad. I thought I was going to get 8.5, 9. Wah, wah. Better luck next time, huh? Oh, this one hurt. We have a Fossil Magneton. I thought it was going to be, you know, easy money. Take a, was it a $5, $10 card here? But at a 8.5 or 9, you can flip it for, I don't know, what, 50, 60 bucks. The actual prices will be on the screen. I don't know. Or on the screen. I don't know what they are currently, but I thought this would be an easy flip, good condition, and I apparently missed something big. Got a 6.5. So I actually think I'm just going to keep this, put it in my, where is it? Right there. Put it in my case as a reminder to myself to get better at pre-grading. That's a trophy of sorts. Next, another first ed fossil from my brother-in-law's childhood collection. 8.5. Pretty card, actually, very pretty card. 8. So not too bad. You know, it's within my expectations, I would say. Next, got a pretty cool card. This is an awesome card. I like this one a lot. Misty's Gyarados. Thought it would be 8.5, 9. I mean, this card is what, 30 years old, so I would be happy with an 8.5. I got an 8. I mean, at end of the day, it's not the end of the world. I thought it would get a little bit better, grade a little bit higher, but next, Gengar 9 Fossil. Right, generally, I wouldn't grade a non-holo vintage, but Gengar's Gengar. Not everybody, but there are a lot of Gengar fans. If you get a good Gengar card, it will sell. So this is from my childhood collection. I looked at it, I was like, hey, this is in really good condition. I think it'll get a 9. And I was right. I think the one time in this whole stack I was legitimately correct. Moving on, my base set Alakazam, another cool card. I thought it was get an 8.5, 9. And we had a 9. Oh yeah, forgot about that one too. This one is in really good condition. Looking at the centering, maybe I wonder if it would have got a 10. Oh no, I have a little bit of whiting there. Next, Snorlax Jungle, base set Jungle. I thought it would get an 8.5, and it got an 8.5. Oh, this one, yeah, because there's some hollow scratches. I knew for sure it was not going to be a 9. It was in good condition otherwise, other than the hollow scratches. And last but not least is a Japanese Articuno from Mystery of the Fossils. This one, I thought it was going to be a 9. I'm a little disappointed in that one because I thought this was as clear as day 9. I'm either missed something there or there's some play wear on it that that eyes can't detect or something. And this is unfortunate because this downgrade, or the difference in value between an 8 and a 9 on this guy is pretty significant. So if you said, hey, Travis, would you submit all these again? The majority of them I probably would, except for that. I mean, I think the Articuno is a good example of one I would not. Now, that is, like I was mentioning earlier, actually here, let's jump back into, where's that Magneton? This Magneton right here. So later in the week, I'll send a notice out and I'll do a live stream and we will run through the dig report for the tag to see exactly where I went wrong. Why did it get a 6.5? And we'll go through all, this entire stack to see, why we got the grade we did. More of like an education session for everybody. Because that's something I do myself. And if you do want to get into grading, I do think you should pre-grade, write down the grade you think it's going to get. And the good thing with tag is you can review your work. With the dig report, you can go in and see what grade did it get, how does that compare to my pre-grade, then learn from it, right? It costs money to submit for grading every single time. You don't want to be wasting money. Awesome. Now, lastly, a plug for my eBay store. If you are interested in buying any of these, I think everything except the Charizard, everything except the base set Charizard and my kids' Japanese, base set Charizard and my kids' Japanese slabs, and this guy because my little one had a meltdown that he really wanted this one, and I said it got a 7.5, so yeah, you can have it, bud. Everything will be on my eBay store, so feel free to check the link in the description. I I ship pretty quickly. Oh, I have to because I'm a top rated seller. Next day shipping, or sorry, it will go out the next day, and probably generally if you're in the US it'll be to you within a week. So hopefully you all liked this video. Keep a lookout for my next live where we will go through the dig reports. Awesome, thanks, and hopefully next time we have a tag submission, it will be for some live TCG cards for all my live TCG fans out there. Thanks, and have a good one.